back to the Deal Algorithm, the How to Deal podcast with your host, Jasmine Johnson. YouTube and podcast intro all at the same time, very rare. However, it's my first day back to work after quarantine, and I'm exhausted, even though it was literally 5 hours, and I usually work 9. So, yeah, I'm really tired, and I also haven't had coffee in the 2 weeks that I've been in quarantine. So that's amazing. So I had coffee today, so now I'm crashing. Anyways, hi, welcome to episode 16. If you are new, hi, welcome to the algorithm. I'm excited for you to come and let me help you grow into your potential. I invite guests on and give my own experiences on how to help people our age, high school to the workforce, kind of grow up through this young adult to actual adult transition. That being said, if you are not new here, hi, welcome back. And for both, if you would love to leave a review, because I always forget to say it, and I was like, say it in the intro so you don't forget to say it. But if you'd like to leave a review for our podcast, please do that. I love any feedback at all, constructive criticism, please. I can absolutely take it. We have some exciting stuff coming up in the next couple weeks, which I keep saying, but I swear it's coming. It is, I swear. This episode 16, I know, I'm literally talking a million miles per hour at the same time. Back to it. Episode 16, it's all about growing up fast. If you remember in my episode 10, I talked a little bit about my childhood, a little bit about my failures in life. If you haven't taken a listen to that, please do so. It was a really hard episode to film, but I wanted to do it, stay 100% transparent. And this episode, I told you in episode 10 that this episode was happening with my best friend Leah, who I literally mention all the time. And you know, she also had to grow up really fast. So I had to have her on for this episode. Growing up fast, you know, can have its benefits. It can, you know, have its hinders on your life. But I am so excited for you guys to hear about her advice, her life journey, and a couple of other things along the way. Our humor, my boyfriend hates our humor because he does not think we are funny, but I think we are hilarious. So sometimes you're probably going to cringe, and I apologize for that right now. But I'm very excited to get right into the episode. Leah!
Yes?
Hi!
Hi!
Welcome.
I'm nervous.
Oh, why?
Cause
we talk every single day, though, so it's just like another FaceTime call, except without
names.
And as much as everyone knows that I love naming names, this is not the time. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, guys, I say this every episode, this is my best friend, but this is actually my best friend. Not saying that my other best friends weren't best friends, but this is Leah, the Leah Pratt, the one that I always talk about. Poor Leah. Yes. She's stuck with me.
I know. I try so hard to return you all the time, but it never works.
Not only are you my BFF, you're my little and my coworker and my neighbor.
So I just can't get rid of you.
Yeah, you're literally stuck with me. Sorry. Leah, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. This is so weird.
What are you talking about? You're talking to a microphone all the time.
Okay, yes, but not it recording. I'm seeing the little recording button in the corner, and it's getting me nervous. But but hi, everyone. My name is Leah Prack. I'm a supply chain management major with a minor in sustainability. Stop. I'm also a sophomore, a little baby. Yeah, I'm a little sophomore. I'm also your sister. Don't forget that.
Yeah, my sister, my little sister.
Sister.
Yeah. Indie or whatever. So cute. And how old are you? You're 20.
Oh, yes. I was going to say 19. I am 20 years old.
Leah and I are only 2 months apart. Can anyone believe that?
I still can't. I still think you're lying.
Laura literally would not believe me when I said I was turning 20.
I think it's because you seem so much older. So it's like, not in like a bad way, but you act a lot more mature than half of the people that I know that are our age. So
thank you. Hashtag no sugarcoating. Welcome to the adult algorithm.
yeah.
The accuracy. Well, today we're talking about growing up fast. And Leah, why we get along, not the main reason, but one of the big reasons why we get along so quick and so well is because we both had to grow up really fast. I talked about it in episode 10, but I wanted Leah to come on to completely talk about it. I also mentioned in episode 10 that this episode was happening, so good thing it did. Leah had to grow up fast. She'll explain why in a little bit. And yeah, it's not easy. She's also in the talent development program at URI. So huge accomplishment when you're going into college and when you had a difficult childhood / teenage years, you are actually receiving financial help from a school. So in a school that's so close. So that works because you got to, live at home whenever you wanted. And that was probably really good this past semester because everything was online and everything. But you had to switch majors. So that was probably difficult too. But we'll
most definitely
get into everything. I might add some questions in there that I didn't have before.
That's see. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I can take it. You taught me that.
You're right. This is like recruitment. Oh God, please don't answer these questions like you're in recruitment, please.
Oh.
Yeet. Okay. What age did you feel like you could take care of yourself and that you could live alone?
I feel like around the age like 16 or 17 was when I thought like I could actually pay for stuff on my own. I could do things on my own, like just like the basic needs like cooking, cleaning, stuff like that. And even like as soon as I turned 16, I got a real big girl job. So at that age, I really felt like I was like a bad bitch. Like I could do literally anything. I had my own income, even though the income wasn't big. But I think also I learned how to budget my income and I was able to put money aside and spend like how I pleased. So yeah.
Love it. And we've both been working at the same place since we were 16. So shout out our work.
Mm-hmm.
What was your reasoning as to why you had to grow up so quick?
Well, when I was actually 12 years old, my mom was first diagnosed with breast cancer. So I saw how it affected her, and I really told myself that I had to step up and start doing just like stuff around the house that you didn't think that needed to get done, but actually do, like clean the bathroom and stuff like that, or just put away the dishes or sweep the floor, like just simple stuff that parents automatically do that you as like a kid don't notice, I guess. So I really want to step up. And when my mom got better, I started to do a lot of things for myself. So I started, what's it called? Oh, actually to go back, I was in Girl Scouts at this time. So so,
hey.
So Girl Scout was like a big part of my life. Like I was in Girl Scouts since kindergarten. So, when my mom was diagnosed with cancer, my dad had to start like bringing me to like, I don't want to say retreats. I forgot what they're called. I haven't been in Girl Scouts for like so long, but I had to, what's it called? Actually quit. I think I want to say in 7th grade, like the end of 7th grade, beginning of 8th grade. And it really like broke my heart because not only did I see my mom struggling and like how much money Girl Scouts was actually taking out of our like budget, but I saw that like it wasn't gonna Girl Scouts wasn't something that's gonna benefit me because I was in it for so long that I felt like I already knew like everything that was going on. It was more of just having the title of like, oh, I was a Girl Scout, which it doesn't seem cool now that I think about it. But at the time I thought it was like the baddest thing to do. I was like, yeah, I'm a Girl Scout. I know how to like start fires or whatever, like stuff like that.
Sell them cookies or whatever.
Yeah, selling them cookies, you know. I was the best at selling cookies, just to let you know.
Okay, well, if you find anyone that is selling this year, let me know.
Okay, most definitely. Or we have to stop by like Stop and Shop or something in front. Perfect.
A date?
A date. big little date. Yes. I can't. So then, yeah, but after my mom like got better, I was back to like my like not I wouldn't say normal self because I was my normal self before too, but I got back to like doing stuff like for me, like I joined what's it called? I was starting high school, so I joined like all these clubs and stuff like that. But then I got a boyfriend. Like I know, right? And so I can't. So, but then my sophomore year, my mom actually got diagnosed with cancer again. It metastasized to her. I forgot at the time, but I know it was bones, liver, and something else. But at that point, I literally dropped everything. Like I was also in tennis, so I dropped everything. I started working a lot more, and then I had to pay for my own stuff basically. Like if there was like things going on in school that I wanted to do, I couldn't be like, "Oh, mom, dad, like can I have blah blah blah." But I think at that time I was like kind of upset about it because I saw all my friends going out and like doing like I wouldn't say like partying, but like all hanging out together. Yeah, partying, I guess. But we were also 16 at the time, 16, 17. So we're all just getting our license. So I saw them going on like late night drives and things like that while I was like at work.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thanks for covering all my shifts.
You're anytime. I can't do that anymore though.
I know. What the heck? It's okay soon.
So,
hopefully. Okay. Beautiful.
Beautiful. I don't even know if that answered the question.
Yeah. That did.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting really nervous.
Why?
I don't know. I hate seeing the red button. What's it called? The red light.
Red light?
Red light. Stop signs. Let me just do a singing cover for you right now. How about that?
Yeah, guys, this actually was a trap. Leah is making her musical debut today. So what is the hardest part about growing up fast?
I think, like I said before, missing out on so many things that like normal kids should be like going through, like being able to hang out with their friends, go out, go to like extracurricular. I can't talk. What's it called? Yes, those.
Never heard of
them. Never heard of those. Like I was able to go to I'm not gonna lie, I was able to go to a lot of them, but just I have a weird thing where like if I see people, not just like random people, but if I see my friends all hanging out with each other, I get really sad. And yeah, and it's like I could have gone, but at the same time I had responsibilities which I had to learn from a young age. So just seeing everyone hanging out, it really made me upset. And I think that's one thing that like really sucked about it. But it is what it is. So
during TD, were you able to kind of make up that time or?
Yes and no, because I feel like in TD, like TD summer and all that, which do they know what TD summer is?
Yes, I've explained it. So development program, it's the summer before you go into your freshman year. It's the 6 weeks. You have to do classes and everything and stay overnight and basically live on campus and become a college student before you go into college, because once you pass that, that's how they know that you are actually a hard worker and that, you know, you'll actually pull your weight in school and in college, that you can handle it, and they'll pay for your school.
Yeah. So I feel like in TD summer, I did have that freedom a little bit, but I still had to work. Like I was working during TD summer, I worked 2 jobs and I did miss out on some like stuff because I know in TD summer, they sent you home on the weekends. Yes. But even on those weekends, I couldn't really hang out with like my hometown friends. I like quote it because, what's it called? Like I met a whole bunch of people in TD summer, but they were all from like a different town and things like that. And it was new. Like I couldn't hang out with anyone that I knew from high school. And just because I was working at 2 different jobs, and I feel like going back to like high school and having those events I missed out on. Yeah. But like I said before, I was able to go to most of them, but I feel like I always say this, I feel like the best like events in high school I missed, like not talking about like prom and like I went to literally all the socials. Like those are the things that I was like always there for, but things like football games, hockey games, and things like that. A lot of my friends went to those, and I just feel like I missed out on stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Because those are like weekly things that you can do with your classmates and things like that. When like prom and like homecoming is like one night, and everyone always talks about like going here, going there. So like in TD Summer, I didn't really like, I got to hang out with amazing people, don't get me wrong. And I also had a single. So my room was the room to be like playing like we're going to sound so boring. We played like card games and things like that. And we literally would study in my room. But I think I missed out more on like special events. And you didn't really get that in TD Summer.
Yeah, true. What is the best part of growing up fast?
Knowing my shit. And I'm just gonna say point blank, because like I talked to some of my friends who are like my brother's age, like 26 and like 27, and they're like, what's this? Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, no, like, and a lot of like my friends that are that age always ask me, how do I budget? How do I this? How do I make sure that I'm paying this on time? What's a credit score? What's a credit card? And I just hate it too, because like I was so quick on things. So like as soon as I turned 16, I got a job. As soon as I turned 18, I applied to get a credit card. And just all these things that I was so quick to do just because I know it would help me build like for my future.
Yeah.
So like I'm glad that my parents like put me through what they put me through, because it helped me grow into the person like I am today. And I know like college can only teach you so much. You have to learn from experience, and being put into situations where you're like, oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to pay like the water bill this month, or like things like that, really like lights a fire under your butt and makes you like grow up super, super quick. And even like I was talking to one of my friends, they didn't know that they had to pay back their FAFSA loan. Like they thought it was just money that the government gave you. Like I was like, no, that's like a grant. That's a grant. Like, and they really didn't know that the loan that they took out with the government, they had to pay back after they graduate. They really thought it was a grant. And I had to explain to them the difference between scholarships, grants, and a couple of my friends too, I've done their FAFSA for them. Like they've given me their parents' tax form, and I literally like just told them what to put into the system because they didn't know how. And like my brother, he dropped out of college, but he went for 3 years to CCRI. So he had to go through the FAFSA that whole thing.
Yeah.
And so, but since my mom had cancer, she had chemo brain, as she would say. So she forgot a lot of the stuff. So I really had to just ask people. Like, I don't think students nowadays understand the importance of just asking, literally making connections and being able to like, go to someone and be like, hey, I need help. What's this? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I think a lot of kids, like, I don't want to say kids because we're not kids. A lot of students our age their pride is too big to ask for help. And they just like to complain. Like, they're like, oh, this is not getting done. Why is college so expensive? Why is this? Why is that? Like, there's so many programs out there that can literally help you. Like, they do it step by step. They have PowerPoints that say like step 1, step 2. Like, it's so easy. And I think that like being able, like growing up fast really like benefit me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I know a lot of stuff now, like more things now because of the situations I was put in when I was younger.
Yeah. That's why too, like the people are too prideful to ask for help. Again, that's why having TD advisors are great, because you become close with them. And those are the exact questions you go to ask them.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. But like just making sure you have mentors in life too, or like good friends, older friends that can understand everything too, like is so important. And just keeping that circle like small, but making sure you have like a mentor in life, because there's no reason that, it wouldn't help. Like it's not going to hinder you. It's always going to help you. Wait, what did I asked? What did I just ask? What do you wish you knew back then?
No, you asked
Best part?
best part, yeah.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure. Okay. What do you wish you knew back then that you know now?
I was going to say I wish I knew not to work so much, but now that I'm saying stuff out loud, working so much taught me how to, like, the value of money. So like, instead of, I just recently started doing this. Sorry, something dropped. I started measuring, like, buying stuff through my hours, if that makes sense. So I get paid minimum wage. So that's what, $11.50 now?
I don't even know.
I think that's $11.50. So when I'm like buying something and it's like $22, I'm like, okay, is this worth 2 hours of my life? And that's not even 2 hours after like taxes get like taken out and things like that. So like I will either be like, oh, is this worth 2.5 hours? Is this worth like this amount? And I feel like that's stopped me a lot from buying stuff because I'm a big spender. Like I don't buy like small knickknack stuff. Like I buy like things like this mic, my camera, like literally my laptop, iPad. I buy stuff like that. So it's like
it's more
really, yes. And I think what's it called? Like being able to like budget yourself and make sure that you're paying things on time like really helped me too, because like I applied to a credit card and I learned that like, oh, interest is a thing. And like if you borrow money and you don't pay it back in time, they're obviously going to put interest on it. But like that actually helped me build my credit more because for example, I bought my iPad and I opened up a Best Buy credit card, but they don't give you interest for 12 months. So I literally paid off my iPad in 12 months with no interest, and it didn't hurt my bank like that much instead of taking out such a big chunk and putting it all in like one day. You could like split up your payments.
Yeah.
I wish that I could see red flags. And I feel like that has nothing to do with, actually, no, that kind of has to do a lot to do with growing up fast and things like that. Because like being able to pinpoint like who you want in your life, because I'm a big believer is that if you surround yourself with good people, you are a good person. Because I forgot where, I honestly probably saw it on TikTok, but that's where I get all my information now. I just quote TikTok.
Yeah.
So I saw a thing where it said that if you hang out, you start to develop the traits that your friends have because you hang out so much. Like, for example, like you, I've been hanging out with you a lot.
Have you?
Yeah. Wow. Well, not recently because you're like
quarantined.
You're like quarantining or something. Sorry.
Vic likes to call me the COVID queen, and I'm like, okay.
You literally are, though. You're the COVID queen that hasn't gotten COVID yet, and I can't with you. What's your blood type?
Great question. I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay, because I heard that, what's it called? O positive and O negative are more, I don't know how to say it, like more immune to the disease. Like they have a less chance of getting it.
T.
Yeah.
You used to be a bio major, so.
Yeah.
Major.
I know. Big rip, but I'm supply chain now and I'm happy, so that's good.
Yes, ma'am. Happiness.
But being able to see like the red flags in people, because at the time, like when I was 16, 17, I hung out with a lot of people who just like, because at that age we're finally getting a job, we're seeing money come into our bank account and stuff like that. I hung around a lot of people that like would in the morning go get like Cafe Tempo or like just like spend all this money and like spend their paycheck in 1 week until they get like living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And that's yeah. So like I wish I could like at that time see budget a little bit better, because like I said, I did learn how to budget and I did like put money aside and stuff like that, but I wish I put a lot more money aside instead of going to like Cafe Temple every morning or like going to like I used to go to tropical smoothies in the morning.
Yeah, because you're crazy.
Thank you, I know.
That's wild. Even like the Dunkin' on the way for me.
Yeah.
But yeah. We're healthy.
Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah. But like even like a lot of like when people that I used to hang out with, I don't talk to anyone from high school anymore besides like Lara.
Yeah.
Like, and Jaslyn, obviously.
Yeah.
But like during that time with the people I was hanging out with, they were big spenders. And I think that if I wasn't around them, I would have a lot more money in my savings account than I do now.
Yeah. Would they like invite you out like at night for like Applebee's and shit like that?
Yes, like most definitely. And like it's not a bad thing. Like obviously like I love like going to Applebee's for half off abs and stuff like that. But it's more of like going every night. Do you know what I mean? Because of course you're gonna like treat yourself and be like, oh, like I want to go here one night. But going every night and going out, and I think it's hard too at that age because there's really nothing to do. If none of your parents will allow you to have friends over, what are you actually doing? And everyone's going out to eat, going to the mall, like things like that. So I can see where like other people are coming from, where it's just like, oh, if we want to hang out, we have to like sit down at a restaurant or eat or things like that. But it just like, I wish that I said no more often.
Yep.
Just to save like a buck or two, because literally that could make such a difference in the long run. Like imagine spending $3 a day on iced coffee. What is that? $15 a week?
Literally 15. Don't expose me right now.
But that was me too. But I wouldn't just get iced coffee. I would get a bagel.
Right. Exactly.
And then like it would be like $7. And it's like it all adds up. And like I always used to do this thing where I would buy like Allie's donuts for everyone in the morning. And as much as I loved doing that, I look back at it now and see how much money I actually spent.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say I regret it, but I wish I either like didn't buy it every week or like did it every other week or did it like weekly, not a weekly, a monthly thing. Yeah.
You're so right. That's huge. Oh, no, I hate thinking about it because I was the exact same way. Like once Kyle started bringing me to school every day, it was game over. Junior and senior year, there wasn't a day that I didn't get coffee in the morning. There was not one day because I experienced it through the quarantine. I started to develop really bad headaches, very bad headaches. So I was not going to deal with that. And we would go to school I would wake up at 5 a.m. You probably woke up before then to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because you're crazy, like I said.
I got that from my mama.
And we would be up all day through school. Our school ended at 1:51 or whatever. And you would have tennis, I had cheer, and we'd work.
I know.
Let's wake up at 5-ish, go to school for however many hours, 6 hours or whatever, have practice till 5, and then work 5:30 to 10.
No, it's crazy.
So we even think okay, this is what's gonna get me through, but still, just thinking about it is just blowing my mind. It's just crazy.
It's crazy because I think about all the stuff I did in high school, and I was also in chorus and chorale.
Yes.
So practice would literally, I think I keep on forgetting. It's either 9 or 10 practice was until, and then I would still have to. I had tennis practice and then chorus, and then I would have to go home. And those are only on my days off.
Right.
If I didn't have work, I was either at chorus or I was at tennis. Yeah. And I think when my mom was diagnosed with cancer again, quitting all that showed me the value of time. Because then even after school, I would come home, take care of my mom, do stuff around the house, and then I would even go to work. So just small things like that too.
Crazy. Wild. We learned so much. What is something you thought everyone learned when they were younger, but you only learned it because you had to grow up fast?
I was going to say budgeting, but I feel like I've said budgeting a lot during this episode so far.
True. You're so
It is true. Budgeting. Because I would see my friends spend and my mom also taught me it too. I would see my friends spend their whole paycheck and they would buy just unnecessary. I feel like it was unnecessary stuff. Just all these clothes, they were oh, it's only $5. I needed it, which honestly $5 is not a lot, but there'll be times where they'd be I needed this coat, it was only $20 and stuff like that, or we needed to go out to eat and things.
Yeah.
So it's Budgeting was like a big thing for me that I thought everyone knew. And also time management.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how bad a couple of my friends were with time management.
Yeah.
Until like they were struggling in college to like find like, because like I feel like in high school it was, I wouldn't say forced upon, but like everyone knew how to time manage it because you were in the school for so long. Do you know what I mean? So you were in school from like 7:20 to like 1:50, and you got all your work done, and then they would automatically have practice because it was scheduled into their time.
Right.
And then either go home, do homework, or go home, get ready for work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in college, you have all this free time because classes aren't every day, and classes are not consistently back to back. Like one time I had class like in the morning, and then I had class at night. So it's like I had all that time, and instead of like studying for like stuff, what's it called? I saw my friends like going out for like random Walmart runs and things like that. And I'm like, well, don't we have this to do? And just things like that. So I feel like time management is a big one, especially during college.
It's crazy because everyone's always so worried about the actual workload and the professors, like, but it's actually yourself. You have to worry about yourself more, especially with the time management. And if you have roommates, you're on different schedules too, which I know you and your roommate are on very different schedules right now. So, and your semester hasn't even started. So that's something too. But it's so crazy. Like time management is just and when you join clubs and you get a job, you're supposed to be learning time management in high school, but it's just so different. That's something you can only prepare for so much when you're in high school for college, because you just don't know until you get there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because then you start piling, you have freedom. That's basically it. Because most of the kids our age, not kids, we're not kids. I keep on saying kids. We're literally not kids.
Algorithm, Leah.
I'm sorry. But like a lot of people our age, they're not used to this much freedom because I know a lot of my friends, they went out of state for college and they're not staying home. So like if you're moving all the way to like California or something, I don't have any friends in California, but hypothetically, you're moving all the way to California, you're not going to have your mom and dad or whoever was taking care of you being there being like, oh, you have to do this. Oh, you have to do that. You have so much freedom, literally so much freedom. And people think that the course load stops when you get out of class. And it doesn't.
No.
Like, I forgot what professors.
I was just thinking about it. Is it like for every credit, it's 2 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Or something like that. So if you're taking a 3-credit class, it's 6 hours a week or something like that. I think it's even more. I think I'm downplaying it, but yeah. Exactly.
Like it really is insane. And having, what's it called? I forgot where I was going with that. Never mind.
Friends? No.
I have no friends.
What? Exactly. Like the course load doesn't, like in high school you can sometimes get your homework done in class.
Yeah.
Not a thing in college.
Not
even close.
And some professors, like I've had some professors that are like very like lenient, so they'll let you like do stuff in class while they're like giving a lecture or like things like that. But I've also had professors that were like no computers out.
No computers. That's
no
classes. No computers.
Yeah. But my thing is too, sometimes I can't see the board, so I put the computer, like I've gotten I just want to let everyone know, invest in an iPad because you can get away with so much. And I mean that in not like a sneaky way, but like they'll be like, oh, no laptops or screens up. But then if you have your iPad flat on your desk taking notes, you can have the PowerPoints literally right in front of you while you're taking the notes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's it.
Advice here.
The episode's over. That's all. That's the only message I wanted to get across. Invest in an iPad. I've had my iPad since I think end of junior year, beginning of senior year. Literally the best investment ever.
I love it.
Yeah.
Apple, sponsor us. What are you doing?
I know. What the heck?
Oh my God. Oftentimes people tell us, let me know what you need. I'll always be there for you. If you need any help, just text me. What's your experience with that? And is that always true?
It is not always true. And I feel like just recently my mom passed away, and obviously like
bring out the shirt, rips and all.
Stop.
Oh
my God. Oh my God. I can't. I start crying.
I know you just start crying.
That was my biggest fear, because there's been plenty of times where like I'm on a Zoom call and for some reason my mom would get brought up. That's me. I mean, that's not me. That's my mommy. I can't wait to make more shirts. I want to do that yearly. I'm so excited. I have big plans for it this upcoming October. So
you heard everyone. We'll be promoting. Buy the shirt.
Yeah. So excited. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so yeah. So when my mom passed away, obviously, like, okay, so if you know me, like, personally, I don't really post much besides like on my private story. Like, I used to be a big believer in like posting everything and making sure that like everyone knew what I was doing. But now I really don't do that.
Don't.
And it's like, so obviously not a lot of people knew that my mom passed away until I started actually posting like memories with her. And like, obviously I had to post it on Facebook for like people to see so they knew when to come to her funeral, especially with COVID now. Like, and honestly, I didn't know a lot of my mom's friends or like family members because I don't know, my mom didn't talk to them, but like never mentioned anything to me. So I didn't know how to like, I didn't
get in contact with them.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know how to get in contact.
Her friends saw it. They would share it with the rest. Like,
yeah, most definitely. So it's like, what's it called? When my mom passed away, obviously a lot of my friends, they were like, oh, like, we'll be there for you. Like, just, I'm a text away. We'll check in, stuff like that. And they just never did.
And who was? Me, bitch.
Yes. I forced, no, I'm kidding.
But like, I forced everyone. She's lying.
She's lying. She's pretending to be a good friend. But yeah, a lot of people, like, obviously the first couple of weeks they were like, oh, we'll be here for you. And I tried looking at it from an outside perspective too. Like being me, I would always, if my friend passed away, one of the girls from my high school, her parent just passed away. And any chance I, like, even if I'm just thinking about her, I text her and be like, hey, like, how are you doing? And stuff like that. But that's just like, that's how I am. Like,
you are.
Yeah. So
you are not a Scorpio. You are not a Scorpio. You're so optimistic. You're so helpful. You are always there for others. And this is what I'm talking about. You have to surround yourself with people that are actually going to benefit your life and actually give you happiness in life. Because if a tragedy happens in your life, and these people are saying, and this is why I put this question in there, because this is a part of growing up fast, you realize these things way quicker than, you would in a couple years after college. Not everyone is your friend, and not everyone is going to check in on you, because guess what? They're selfish. They're thinking about themselves. And that's just experience that you unfortunately get when you grow up fast, but it happens a lot in college too, because you make these friends. For example, friends in TD summer. I mean, I can't tell you the amount of people that I became really close with, who I check in with every couple months or whatever, but I won't hear from them. And it's unfortunate, but we're all just growing up. Everyone's worried about themselves, and really that's just how it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's crazy too, because it helps you realize who's actually there for you, because like people in my mind, I had certain people that I thought were gonna check in on me and stuff like that, and then I know people are gonna throw the devil's advocate, how do you say it? Devil's advocate, yes, and be like, well, why don't you reach out to them? Why do I, like, going through what I'm going through, why do I have to be like, oh, like, I'm going through this blah blah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I, in my head though too, I don't want to bother anyone, because I know everyone's going through their own thing. But like, going back to what I was saying, like, just like the most, I don't want to say random people, but like people that I've just hung out with like a couple times have checked in on me more than people that I was like best friends with in high school and things like that. And just, it's crazy to think, because there's this one girl that I used to hang out with, and then she graduated. So then we like didn't talk anymore. Like we didn't end on bad terms and things like that. And that's another thing about growing up fast. You realize that people are in your life only for a certain purpose, and then you just grow apart. Like you don't have to have like a big fallout, and like it doesn't have to be like a big fight for you guys to stop being friends. It's just that you grow apart.
Yeah.
So like I was surprised to see her. She actually came to my mom's funeral, and then like certain people that are like that I still talk to this day didn't even like text me about like my mom passing away, and like didn't even like check in on me or like go to her funeral, go to her wake and things like that. And like like I don't want to come off in a way where it's like I expect these people to do it, but I kind of wish that, because if anything happened to them, I would have been there right away.
No.
Exactly. But I have to realize that not everyone thinks the same way as me.
Right. You're right. That is the truth. That is the truth.
The unfortunate truth.
Yes. Very unfortunate. I also know we talk about privilege quite a bit as not privileged women in college. But you know, we just talk about it so often that
because it's relevant. It's relevant.
So relevant. Like it is. It blows my mind. Are you happy you learned how to do the things on your own at a young age, or do you sometimes wish that you did have that help, or you were in their shoes where everything is paid and done for them?
I think younger Leah, like probably like I said, like high school Leah would wish that things were done for me and that I didn't have to learn how to fill out applications or like manage my time or budget at such a young age. But now looking back at it as like a 20-year-old, I was going to say 19, I'm 20. I have to keep on reminding myself that. But as a 20-year-old, I don't I don't want to say, what was the question again? What was the word you used?
Like, do you sometimes wish that things were done for you, or are you happy that you had to learn about it quick?
Now I'm happy that I had to learn about it quick. And I'm not gonna lie, it feels good when someone comes up to me and they're like, hey, I need your help. Like I didn't learn how to do this when I was but my thing is there's a difference between coming up to me and asking for help and coming up to me and demanding it.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Because I think I don't want to say a lot, but like most of my friends expect it. And they're like, oh, Leah's gonna be there, like she can do it. Like it's fine. But I think that goes along with them oh my God, I cannot talk.
You can.
That goes along with them having their parents do everything for them.
Yes.
That now that their parents are like, okay, you're old enough, you can do it on your own. They're like, oh my God, I don't know how to actually do it. Like who can I go to? And then they just expect me to like always be there. Like I have a friend that always, if I don't text them right away about a crisis they're having, they'll just keep on FaceTiming me. And like, it's hard because...
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, actually, it's the host of this damn podcast that keeps on doing that. But like, it's like hard. Actually, I'm not lying. but like, they have to understand that like, I have stuff to do too. And like constantly FaceTiming me and constantly texting. And that's another thing too. Like, I feel like I'm obligated to constantly text like these people when they keep on like texting me when they know that I'm doing stuff. Well, they probably don't know I'm doing stuff, but like
but you're obviously busy if you're not answering.
Exactly. And then they get like upset with me and I don't know what to say. Like that's the thing with growing up. Like there's gonna be a point. I'm sorry to like scare all you guys. There's gonna be a point where you literally don't talk to anyone from your hometown. There's going to be a point where everyone just grows apart. Like, yes, you'll have like that one person, like all those basic ass movies where like you come home and you see like your one best friend and things like that. But like, we're all gonna grow apart. We're all not gonna be texting each other constantly. Like, I'm planning on having 8 kids. I can't be texting you if I'm bottle feeding one of my kids and making sure the other 2 aren't fighting in the room next to me. Like, I can't. You know what I mean?
The godmother of all 8 of them.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
Perfect. No, that's true. Love it. And our last and final question, so cute. What's your advice to people that are going into college that had to grow up fast like us?
Tears. Don't be ashamed from it. And honestly, oh wait. Going back to the privilege thing.
Oh, okay. We're going back, everyone.
Yes. If you have privilege, be grateful for it and then move on. I don't know how else to explain it because I've seen friends of mine that have privilege and they keep on hiding it, being like, oh, but I asked them not to do it. Or like, oh, but like I didn't want them to do it. Or, oh, like I tried my best to do it myself, but then like they helped me.
Right.
If that makes sense. If you have like, don't get me wrong, like a lot of people don't know this because I just haven't said anything, but my dad just got me a new car. Like a first announcement, yay! But first of all, I didn't feel the need to post it. Not because I'm not because I'm ashamed because I didn't do it myself, like I didn't buy it myself, but like just because like I don't feel the need to like show it off. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So like I'm like I only told like the people that I'm close with that my dad got me a new car, but I'm grateful for it and I'm very happy that I have it. But I'm not going to like throw it in people's faces.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to be like I'm not going to hide the fact that my dad got it for me because
you earned it, Leah.
Yeah.
You are literally like first gen, like you are the first one to graduate college. You earned it. You earned this car and you are so humble and you deserve it.
Oh my God, I start crying.
Just tears. No, but you're literally right, but you deserve this car more than anyone.
Thank you.
Because you bought your first cars or whatever.
The multiple. We're not going to talk about the cars.
I'm going to talk about the cars. She's going to get PTSD, everyone. I start bawling my eyes out.
Yeah. Oh my God, wait. Okay. Sorry.
You're going to show a picture of your car?
Do I want to?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Can you tell everyone what you named her?
Oh, Jessica J. It's very funny though. Like there's no meaning behind it. It's just that I was in the car with Lara, CJ, Kiki, and Rachel, and we were trying to think of like a name. And in my head, I kept on saying Jessica. And I'm like, oh no, like I'm not gonna say it out loud. And then all of a sudden Kiki was like, why don't we name her Jessica? And I was like out of all the names she could have said, she said Jessica. And I was like, okay, that's it. And then I forgot if it was like Rachel or CJ, but he was like, how about Jessica J? I was like, okay, that's the name of her.
That's it.
Let me take out a picture. And it's crazy too because everyone was asking me for a picture and I did not take a picture of my car. So I had to take the pictures. What happened?
You went outside and took the pictures before.
Yeah. Yes, I did do that. Where is it?
Cute. Yes. Leah deserves it, everyone. But she just doesn't post it because you don't have to post your whole life. I'm a hypocrite though saying that because I post my whole life.
You do and you don't though.
Yeah, that's true.
But here she is. I'm just gonna.
Oh, cute.
Love her.
I haven't been in her because I've been in freaking quarantine, everyone.
Okay, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
I should have stayed at your house when you offered.
I told you. I literally gave this bitch an option to stay at my house because I knew that like she was gonna get stuck because as soon as one person gets COVID, everyone else is gonna get it.
6 people in my house.
There's like 1,000,002 that live in your house.
But yes. Did you answer the last question, or we just went back to the?
Did I answer it? What was it again?
The last one. The last one was Now I gotta pull it up because I'm nervous.
I know I'm nervous. I feel like this episode sucks.
Oh my God! Shut up. What's your advice to people that are going into college that had to grow fast?
Oh yeah, don't be ashamed about it.
Okay.
Because a lot of people try to hide the fact that they had to do things at a young age, and I don't know. I don't understand.
Why?
I don't understand that. Like, be proud that you had to. You've grown up into. Yeah, and like you went through the obstacles at a young age because I couldn't imagine going through half the stuff I went through in high school now. I really could not. Because after, like, not only physically, but like mentally, I went through so much and I could not imagine going through all that now. During honestly the most important, because not gonna lie, high school is kind of given that everyone's gonna like graduate. Like, of course, you're gonna have a couple stragglers, but college, you can literally drop out. Like, when it's so, does that make sense? Like, it's so much easier to drop out. Yeah, it's your choice. Exactly. It's your choice. So it's like, you have to have that motivation and that mentality to be like, okay, I'm going to stick through it. Like, yeah.
Yay.
Yay. Also, I think also growing up fast has a big toll on relationships. I'm not going to lie. Like dating.
Away. You should go ahead and talk about that if you want.
Okay. So, my first but like, honestly, well, yeah, let's talk about my first boyfriend. So my first boyfriend I dated freshman year of high school, which is crazy because I also think about it as like my cousin's a freshman right now. And I'm like, I can't imagine her like dating at all. And mind you,
I can imagine her dating my nephew.
But like, okay, yes, maybe someone her age, but I dated someone who was a junior.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, but I think, like I said, I think it has to do with like maturity. Like, because obviously, like, there's always a stigma with like, oh, if a senior dating a freshman and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's creepy.
Because it is creepy, especially if the guy's super like, it's always the guys that are like super immature and that like smoke like 8 blunts a day and just they don't have their mind screwed in, what's it called? What's that saying? You have screws in your head? So there's some loose screws in here.
You have some screws in your head.
Some screws in your head. We're actually Frankenstein. But like when I was a freshman, I was hanging out with like the seniors and stuff like that. So like they didn't see me as like a little kid. They saw me as like someone their age that they can just like chill with. So like having getting into a relationship like really, really soon, I know a lot of my family members, they talk down on it because I was, like I said, I was a freshman and he was a junior. But like we dated for almost 2 years until he went on to college because he grew up more and was like, oh, like I really don't want like a relationship in college. But he wasn't like my second boyfriend. He didn't break up with me just because he wanted to hook up with people. He broke up with me because the program he was in. And I got a little taste of his program because I also he is a biotech major and he still is. He's graduating this semester.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah. So he's probably not, honestly.
Not.
I wouldn't care.
I hope not for the views, but
reason why, like, I'm just gonna say his name. The reason why John and I worked out so well up until he left for not left for college because we go to the same university now and it's in state, but like up until
I know that?
Yes, you did.
Oh. Sorry, John.
Oh my god, so fake. No, I'm kidding. But like I think it worked out so well just because like I was a freshman, but I acted like a junior and senior, and I saw how like freshman boys acted, and I was like, I did not want that, like, at all.
And then so like change.
Yeah.
You're dating someone your own age.
Yeah. And that's why my second relationship, he was actually younger than me by like a couple months. Not a lot, guys. He was still in the same grade, but he was younger than me. And just like the maturity level was not there. And I saw it too when we went through a break, like John and I, when we broke up, it was messy at first just because he reached the point where he was so mature about it and I wasn't. I was like, at that age, I was like, oh my God, this is the boy I'm gonna be with forever. No.
What you doing?
What you doing? But like, like after like a couple months apart, I started to realize real quickly, I was like, yeah, this was for the best. Like, and then like we still talk like to this day. Just like like he was like someone that when my mom passed away, he like checked in on me.
Right.
And like stuff like that. And like people always ask me, especially my family members for some reason, they're like, would you ever go back to dating John? And I was like, I always think back and I'm like, no, just because he served a purpose in my life for that moment, like going back to that. So
there's the full circle. There it is.
There it is right there. It took a little bit, but it's there. But yeah. And then when I started dating the other boy,
go ahead.
That we're not going to mention his name.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Who cares?
Okay, fine. So when I started dating Joe.
Oh, that's good. Oh. Who cares?
Wait, what other kid did I date?
I don't know what I was thinking. Go ahead.
Okay, but then when I started dating Joe, I felt like in the moment, I thought it was caring for him and I thought I was helping him. But looking back at him, it was more of me taking care of someone. like not caring for him, but taking care.
Yes, yeah.
And things like that. And
spending money and driving around and
exactly. And even like I said, when what's it called? Oh, I just hit myself. When we got to college, he didn't break up with me because what's it called? Like for the reason John did, he didn't break up with me because he was focused on college and he knew this is a new step. He did it just to fuck around.
right.
Which sucks. But like
he was also someone that you dated for I don't remember how long.
Well, we talked for a while, but we didn't date for long. Like
we all worked together.
Yeah. We did all work together.
But that again served a purpose in your life, and that was basically it. But he was someone who didn't reach out to you when your mom passed away.
Yeah, and and maturity. And like I said, when John and I broke up, it was messy only on my end because I was so young, and
right.
I was like, oh my god, this was my first breakup too. This was my first boyfriend, first freaking everything.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like it was like messy, but then like my breakup between like Joe, like us, was messy at first because like I'm not gonna lie, I was like, why are you breaking up with me? Like I want to be with you, blah blah blah. And he was like, I don't know what else to say than to like I just don't want to be with you. And like it was hard to hear out loud, but after going back to like maturity, after we broke up, he started running his mouth about me and like all this like different things. So like
it's just pray for the growth.
Yeah, I guess.
What you can do, like that's another thing. As an adult, you can only control your controllables. You can't control other people and their dumbass decisions.
Big facts. And you can't feel bad for something you can't control. And that's something I had to learn from a young age, that like I can't force someone to feel a certain way or like how they react to like something I would say and things like that. Because like if roles were reversed, I would react a certain way and they probably thought I was going to react a different way. So it's like,
it's hard.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's it.
Yeah. I feel like this really sucked. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, no, it did not. I'll punch anyone that says it did.
They're gonna be like, oh, she was forced on this.
No way. You're part of our rebrand. Your episode's gonna be part of our rebrand because we're rebranding on Tuesday.
I am? I didn't know this.
Surprise! Surprise me.
Surprise me.
Also on our AA production team.
I am. Hi guys, I'm Leah Prack. I am a supply chain. Go back all around.
Oh my god, Leah, I love you.
I love you too.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. I was really nervous.
No reason. Thanks for making time for me.
Anytime. I felt like cats. My cats? Oh yeah, hold on, let me get them.
Yeah. The only reason why I invited her here is to see her cats. No, I'm kidding. I've been in quarantine for way too long, so I miss it. I miss seeing her and her cats. And I've not been in her car because she's only had it for like a week and a half.
Okay, I didn't. Oh, sorry guys. I didn't want to move them from the bed because they looked really comfortable. So I don't know. Oh, they're purring. But here are my kitty cats.
I'm screaming.
The one with the black on his head is OJ. Well, they're girls, but that's OJ. And then the one with tan is Appa.
Appa and OJ.
Appa and OJ. You guys never lay in the bed. Why are you all of a sudden laying in it? Oh. I love them. You want to say anything, guys? Crickets. That's all I heard.
Thank you again to Leah for coming on this week. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. And if you are listening on a podcast platform, go over to our YouTube channel, take a look at the end of our interview, because she shows her new kittens and they are so cute. But with that being said, if you want to keep following us on our podcast journey, I would absolutely appreciate that. Again, if you want to give us a review, again, greatly appreciated. And you can follow all of our social medias at the Adult Algorithm, except for Twitter. Yes, I almost said TikTok. Wrong. Except for Twitter, it's at adult_algorithm. And all the other socials will be at our outro. Wow, I'm tired. I'm going to bed, everyone. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I am so excited to help you grow into your potential next week. This is Jasmine with the Adult Algorithm signing off. Bye! Bye, YouTube.